Next, I want to call Sasha Berkoff from Never Again. Never Again Action has been a godsend organization and a true, I think, example of interfaith work, but also inter-community work, where one community is helping another to make sure that we're not repeating the same mistakes as before. Sasha?
Hello everybody, my name is Sasha Berkoff and I'm an organizer with Never Again Action. And I'm also the daughter of an immigrant and the granddaughter of immigrants. But of course, our entire immigration system in the United States has historically been set up to privilege and prioritize immigrants who look like me, as opposed to immigrants who are detained within the Wyatt Detention Center. I got involved with immigration justice in the summer of 2019 when it was in the news, in part because there was this silly debate about whether immigration detention centers could be called concentration camps or not. And of course they can, but beyond that, the language of concentration camps brings to mind an image of the Holocaust, which as a Jewish American has always been a part of my own life and something that I studied growing up. And it brings to mind the ways in which there were many bystanders during the Holocaust, both in the United States and abroad, who didn't do anything in order to help their neighbors who were being unfairly detained, who were being held in horrible conditions, and who were being killed during that horrible time period. And it made me realize that we as Jewish people and we as allies of people within Rhode Island need to do our part to not just be bystanders, but to force the Wyatt to shut down and force the immigration and detention system in the United States to end. My first rally with Never Again was on August 15th, 2019, which, as many of you know, was the rally in which a guard drove his truck into a group of protesters and his colleagues from the Wyatt then pepper sprayed the crowd. Obviously, that was something that shook up a lot of people who were new to protesting, but it was also something that energized us to keep going and to keep fighting even harder. Beyond that, it also helped bring us into community with people from AMOR, from the Interfaith Coalition, and from members of the Central Falls community who've been fighting against the Wyatt and fighting for their neighbors and their family members in immigration detention for much longer than we exist as an organization. So we're proud today to support the bills of Acosta and Giraldo that will help shut down this horrible system. I just want to say, not only do we have this history where in 2008 a person incarcerated in the Wyatt was actually killed due to medical neglect and torture, but although they say their health has improved within the Wyatt, if you look at the numbers they post every week to the Rhode Island District Court website, 432 people have tested positive for the Wyatt for COVID-19 inside of the Wyatt as of February 4th. This is a facility that's been containing I'll wait for the train. This is a facility that only contains between 500 and 600 people and 432 positive cases. That's just absolutely unacceptable. So we're proud to support these community members and do whatever we can to help get these bills passed. Thank you.
Thank you, Sasha, for that wonderful speech and for your words.